Hey, good morning, guys. I contemplated doing this video live, but I've probably done this for 3 days now, and I can't ever seem to pick one that I like. So I thought I'd start from scratch. I thought the best way to share my experience the past 2 months was to send a video. I had intended on doing a video blog, but that takes a lot of effort, and it was hard to remember to sit down and do a video every day. I'm just not used to it. So anyways, hopefully you enjoy this or you appreciate it, but it's mostly for my clients. So I don't know if you remember, but about 2 months ago, 3 months ago, Jesse and I were looking at some new construction homes, really trying to study the new up and coming areas, especially like Independence Heights, and then which is like northeast of the Loop and of the Heights, and then also everything that's developing north of Garden Oaks, about a mile from 610. So we did a live video then, and it was a house that I found. It was single family, it had a nice yard, about 1,800 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, just outside the Loop, for under 300, sorry. And I just thought it was a fabulous deal. So I put my money where my mouth is and bought a house. So, and some of y'all know this, but some don't. I had a lot of life changes this year. 2018 can definitely go bye-bye. It was the hardest year of my life, I think. But it's okay. Things are good and business has been good, thank God. And so I just got done moving. I sold my house in Katy. Moved from about 4,000 square feet to about 1,800 square feet. So big downsizing. And it's been an adventure, I'll say that. And I think the reason I wanted to do this video is because I want my clients to know that I have put myself in your shoes recently, and I hadn't done it in a while. And my gosh, I think as realtors, we forget how hard the actual moving process is. You know, we don't really help with that aspect. I mean, we give referrals, but we're not there packing your stuff up with you. We're not there, you know, with the emotion every day of leaving this house, you know, that you've loved for so long. And we're not there during the lending process and how stressful that can be. You know, the lender's with you then, and we try to support you, but man, they ask for everything. Like, your firstborn child is true. Like, they wanted everything from me. And, you know, just having good record keeping in itself was something I take for granted. But I will say this was the biggest roller coaster because I had a contingency, which most of our clients do. I had to sell in order to purchase. I also had to explain why I was downsizing so much. And to be honest with you, it was because of the life changes, but it was also, I'm not cut out for Katy. I tried, and I'm sorry, Bunko moms, I love you to death, but I'm just not, I tried suburbia and I can't do it. I like being in the city. I like being around, you know, all the restaurants and walking places and the cool foods and the eclectic stores and just being in the mix of it all. So, but I'm glad I had that experience, right? It's gonna help me with my business for sure. But aside from that, you know, aside from the contingency, I tried to sell it for sale by owner first. So full confession, but don't do this at home, kids. Like, I'm a licensed broker. It was okay to do for sale by owner in this case, but it didn't work. My buyers literally backed out like an hour before their option was over, and it was a 10-day option. I'm already under contract with the builder. I fell apart. I was so upset. I stressed. I was even out of town when that happened. So I literally had to get my house on the market like ASAP. And thanks to my amazing team, they helped me get it ready and do photos and list it for me. And sure enough, we were under contract in 6 days with another buyer. Didn't get as much money as I wanted for it. But I will say one thing just as a side note. Experiencing being a seller, and what I preach to all my prospective clients is, in this changing market, it's almost a buyer's market. I mean, it's going that way. I don't care who you are, your house has to look immaculate. And I know it's hard with kids and dogs and everything, but your house has to look amazing, and it has to look different than everything else that's out there because inventory is going up. And if you're not a unique product and you're not priced well, you're not going to get traffic. And I know some of my clients right now are experiencing that. And you're not going to sell. And I honestly was scared to death, but I made sure it was immaculate, it was staged, it was clean. And you know, and I know, I get it, it's hard, but if you want to sell and you're motivated, you have to listen to your realtors. So that's my little soap dish. But other than that, you know, we got through inspections. They didn't nickel and dime me. Sorry, somebody called. So yeah, they didn't nickel and dime me on the repairs, but they did say there were some issues with the roof. So just FYI, again, to any sellers out there thinking about listing next year, get your roofs checked because mine did get repaired after Harvey. And during the inspection, there was a lot more wrong than I realized after Harvey. I think it did way more damage than I had anticipated. I just fixed the leaks that I had. So, so just a little tip. So, but yeah, I mean, again, it was just super stressful, but we got through the appraisal. Apparently it came back fine. I have a feeling it came back kind of high because I did have to settle on my price because of my contingency situation. But, yeah, we closed on November 16th, and I had a lease back at the old house so that I could have Thanksgiving. I don't know why I decided that was a good idea, but I hosted Thanksgiving one last time in the big house, and then I just packed. And thank you to Power Movers. They were amazing. They gave me 20 free boxes, and that's a lot. I mean, I forget how much moving costs. You know, just boxes alone, wardrobe boxes were $15 a piece. That's ridiculous. And I needed like 20 of them. So, yeah, so they helped me move, just, I guess it was on November 27th. So, I've been in the new house now for, a little over a week and a half, 2 weeks. And, it's finally starting to come together a little bit. So I was just going to give you like a little preview. If I can switch the camera around. So you can see there's still a lot of stuff, but kind of getting it coming together. And again, this isn't a townhome, it's a single family. By the way, I got this new couch from Gallery Furniture. My son spills chocolate milk on it, whole cup, like 5 days after I had it. And Gallery Furniture already came out and cleaned it for me. So I thought that was amazing. It's back to brand new. So as you can see, like the whole living is downstairs and then the bedrooms are upstairs. And I got the end unit, so I feel like I have extra parking. It is gated, but they're still building 6 more behind me. And I think that's why I got such a good deal. I always preach that this time of year is the best time to buy because the builders want to get it off their books. Or in my situation, he knew he had to sell the 6 that are here. I was the last one in order for him to get the financing to start what's behind me. So it's going to be just a 12 unit community. It's got a small HOA fee. But yeah, so far so good. And again, it's kind of an up and coming area, but I think that this will be a really good property, like what I like to call like a stepping stone. I'll be here for maybe 3 to 5 years and then use it as a rental or maybe an Airbnb and just leave my furniture in here. So yeah, just trying to build that portfolio, and it's something I've always wanted to do. But other than that, some of the things I learned that I need to keep in mind for my clients as well is when you buy new construction, utilities can be a bitch. Like they're hard. Like I was here for almost a week and a half, 2 weeks. I just got internet yesterday from AT&T. I mean, they have to bury a line. They didn't know where my address was. They kept saying that they had done unit F and they could do unit A, but not unit G, which I'm right next to those. I could touch them. So that was frustrating. I couldn't get the electricity on. They kept saying it was commercial still and that the builder was going to have to change it with CenterPoint, and the builder was saying to me, well, I haven't had any trouble, but thank God they kept the lights on for me for 2 weeks until CenterPoint changed it to residential again. So again, just all these little things that added up, and you know, mailbox keys, like had to fight about that too, just because it was new construction. Nobody recognizes the address yet. So yeah, I just thought I would share that with everyone, and this lets my friends and family know too. If you didn't know, now you know. I have moved back into town, and yeah, if you're interested in finding something similar, or you want to add to your portfolio, or if you're interested in looking in this area, or even Independence Heights, I mean, we've got a 2-story HEB going up. I cannot wait. I've been using that Whole Foods 365 off of Yale and 610. It's amazing. Just a really good setup over here, and you're so close to the Heights, close to the bike trails. But yeah, you've got to deal with some of the rougher areas around. But man, if you can get new construction a mile from the Loop, a mile from the Heights for under $300, it's a good deal. So let us know if you're ready to make the move, or if you're looking to invest. And I'm going to keep y'all updated on my progress with some of my DIY projects. I've got a couple that I was going to share. I'm also going to get turf in the backyard. Low maintenance. I don't want to have to use a lawnmower. So I'll show y'all before and afters on that as well. So be sure to check back in, and I hope to hear from some of you soon. And if not, happy holidays. Bye.